ਪਾ ਸਕੀਏ। ਸੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਹਫ਼ਤਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੋ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ youtube.com/ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋਅ 'ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸੋ ਜਿਸ ਮੰਤਵ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾ ਸਕੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕੀਏ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਸਿਧਾਂਤ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਮਿਸਇੰਟਰਪ੍ਰੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਿਟਰਲ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਜੁੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਸਿਧਾਂਤ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ। 23ਵੀਂ 24ਵੀਂ ਅਤੇ 25ਵੀਂ ਪੌੜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਸਿਧਾਂਤ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਅਮੁੱਲ ਗੁਣ ਅਮੁੱਲ ਵਪਾਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਪਾਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਵਪਾਰ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਮਿੰਤੀ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੀਮਤ ਨਾ ਕਰੀਏ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਈਏ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਦੇਵੀ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾ ਆਧਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕੀਏ, ਆਪਣੀ ਸੋਚ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕੀਏ। ਸੋ ਆਓ ਇसी ਸਫ਼ਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੁੜ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਜੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਬੜੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਲੈਟਸ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਔਨ ਦ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਡਿਸਕੋਰਸ ਐਜ਼ ਟੂ ਹਾਊ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਐਲੀਵੇਟ ਆਰ ਥਾਟਸ ਐਂਡ ਹਾਊ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਬਿਕਮ better human beings. Ji, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ki Fateh. Harpreet Ji, as you mentioned that on those pauris in the last episode,
Ji.
we talked about Ant Nasifti Karna Ant Amul Gun Amul Vapar. The essence of all was that to incorporate all the virtues, Guru Sahib says, you become virtuous.
Right.
And Sampurna Thiyaram, we talked about that. Guna di Sanj Paake तू रब वर्गा ही बन जाना. This Guru says, Bantu Jot Rupa, apna mool machan. You attain the treasures of virtues. Consciously, you are eternal and you become one with God.
Ji.
So continue with this party. Guru Sahib says, Amul Dharm, Amul Divan. As I mentioned in the beginning, there's a very good lessons in this party. Dharm means in this here is the nation.
Right.
The justice system. Divan mean kacheri, the court of God.
Ji.
As we said, there's this, they are in abundance, they are free, you can internalize this, and Guru says in this business, there's no discrimination.
Ji.
And you get what you seek. Jaisa seve, taisa hoye. What you sow, so you reap.
Ji.
And seek divine wisdom, you get bliss and peace and joy.
Ji.
And you attach to the ego, and that results in suffering, and there's no exceptions to that.
Right.
Then Guru says, Amul Tul, Amul Parvan. Tul is takri,
Right.
scale.
Ji.
And Parvan means tolan wala batta, the measuring weights.
Ji.
Now, Guru in here is talking about is in all humans exist a natural scale of justice.
Right.
This is a very important concept to understand that. Human consciousness,
Right.
our Atma, Jameer, Mera Prabh andar baitha vekhe. All actions, the human consciousness, Atma, Jameer, is the scale of justice in understand.
Ji.
And Guru Sahib says, Mera Prabh andar baitha vekhe, not from outside.
Right.
All our actions are judged in the court of human consciousness.
Theek.
And every day and every moment. Noble actions, Harpreet Ji, bring inner peace, joy.
Right.
And evil actions bring pain and suffering. This is the law of nature. This is the Rabbi Nizam. And as I said, there's nobody outside that system.
Very true. Here what you have emphasized is needs to be clarified once again that when we talk about the court of law, doesn't mean that koi kachari, there is a separate court and God is sitting over there, because God is not having any shape. He's formless.
He's within.
He's within us.
Is Gurbani.
That energy, that force, whatever it is within us, not any separate entity.
And this is a very important concept, Harpreet Ji. You are not accountable to outside.
You're accountable to yourself.
To inside. We've mentioned many times, a God is within, the virtues are within. It's simply to know who you are.
That's true.
To recognize that. And here, And you can hide from anything else, but you
but not
cannot
for
hide from your
consciousness.
own consciousness.
That's
You're accountable to your own consciousness. Don't look outside, look inside.
Ji.
And that's where you are accountable.
Right.
And and day and night, moment and moment, everything you do is accountable through your Jameel, your consciousness.
Ji.
Guru says, Amul Bakshish, Amul
Nisan.
Nisan. Divine wisdom, the graceful gift of God. There's no other gift like this in the whole world, and that should be our priority. Guru says, Amul Karm, Amul Farman. Priceless are the gifts of God, as we discussed before, and non-discriminatory are the laws of nature, divine will.
Ji.
Then Guru says, Amullo Mul Akhya na jaye. As we discussed in many parties before, the virtues, the values, the goodness are unlimited. We cannot measure or counted. Let us not get into that futile effort and concentrate on raising the consciousness and incorporating those virtues and values in rest of the party. Here, Harpreet, Guru says basically that there has been, there are, and there will be many scholars and theologians who describe and explain the virtues, the values, the goodness, the God, the working of the nature, measuring and counting the gifts of the grace of the God. The Guru says it's not humanly possible to do that. And Nanak did not choose that path. He chose the path of surrender to the will of God, living in the present. That's what Guru chose. And here we say, Akhe Ved Path Puran, Akhe Pade Kare Bhagyan, Akhe Barme, Akhe Ind, Akhe Gopi Te Gobind. Guru Sahib is saying the sacred books, the Purans, the Ved, the scholars, the theologians, Hindu deities like Brahma, Indra, they are all seek the divine wisdom. They are all within the laws of the natures. And Akhe Isar, Akhe Siddh, Akhe Kete Kite Bodh, Akhe Danam, Akhe Dev, Akhe Sunar Manjan Sev, these all are not out of the laws of nature. They all sing the praise of the God.
Right.
Kete Akhe Akhan Paye Kete Keh Keh Uttat Jaye. Guru says countless are saying your praise, talk about the virtues, countless left this world by saying that you are the eternal truth. Asat Jugasat. Ete kite hor kare ta akhn sakhe ke. Guru says, no matter how many sing your praise, count or measure your virtues and blessing, your divine will, but it's not humanly possible to describe the whole. Jevd bhava tevd hoye, Nanak jana sacha soye. We say, agam agochara, tera ant na paya. Kudrat kavan kahan vichar. That's the philosophy of Guru Nanak. Infinite, unknowable, incomprehensible is a futile effort to get into measuring, describing all that. But Jeko Akhe Bod Bagar Taliki Gawar, Guru just gave his final stamp on it. Those who claim and think they know, they are ignorant fools and fall from the spiritual path. Let's not talk about the powers we have, we know this, we know that. He says, walk on the spiritual path, and that's what really matters.
And here is a very important message what we have talked from this body, that today also again what we are finding is that we, while the Guru denounces all this, we run after those people who are claiming that we have been sitting in pauras or we have been doing this and that, whereas the Guru says this is immaterial. It has nothing to do with your relevance. It has no relevance to your daily life and your spiritual upliftment.
What is your kirdar? What is your life? What is your behavior? How you vicharna kive society ch vich? That's what matters in Guru Sahib. And now we start in Pauri 27. And in this Pauri, Harpreet ji, Guru talks about the wonderful, amazing, the Kudrat andar vart reha Rabbi nation. The laws of nature, the will of God, the natural justice system, nothing is outside this justice system. Guru says this system, hukum, will of God, cannot be described. इस अगे सानू सिर झुकाउणा बनदा है
जी
पौड़ी की भी सो दर केहा सो कर केहा जित वै सब संभाले and Harpreet ji, to translate or interpret Gurbani that is in poetic form,
जी
we have to look at the basic fundamental philosophy of Guru Nanak.
जी
We cannot interpret a shabd, a slok in isolation.
right
We have to look at its relevance to the daily life, that Gurbani is about transforming us into good human beings.
That's
We
right.
have to keep that in mind. So now this has been, Harpreet ji, translated as, O God, O dar, O kar, kaisa hai jithe baith ke tu jeevan di sambhal karda hai.
जी
And in English I was reading, which is that gate that mention sitting wherein God you take care of the
so
whole
that's just the
human.
transliteral meaning, you know, that's
And
what it is.
this
Yeah.
does not tell us anything. In fact, that makes God look like a human being
Oh, yeah, sitting at some place.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And which is against the fundamental. If we didn't fall into that kind of trap of God as a human being,
Right.
we wouldn't be in all these troubles which we are facing if we looked at the God inside.
Right.
In Sikh doctrine, Shabd Guru, for example, in Sikh doctrine, God is Shabd Guru,
Right.
divine wisdom. Kau kabir mein so guru paya jaaka naam Viveko, divine intellect, ultimate truth, which is formless, timeless, and totality of nature. Kudrat andar vart reha tal Rabbi nizam.
Niyam hai.
The laws of nature, will of God, which we discussed before. Immanent is the treasure of virtues within.
Right.
And transcendent is the nirgun, kudrat under vart reha tal Rabbi nizam,
Niyam,
as
ठीक.
we discussed that.
ਰਾਈਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਹੋਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਇਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਲੈਣੇ ਆ ਵਿਲ ਗੋ ਫॉर ਅ ਸਮਾਲ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਕੋਟ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਦੈਵੀ ਗੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੀਏ ਉਸ ਪਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੰਭਾਲਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਤਦ ਹੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜੇਕਰ ਸਾਡੇ 'ਚ ਦੈਵੀ ਗੁਣ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਮਿੰਤੀ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਤ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਕਰਮ ਕਾਂਡ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਸੋ ਵੀਲ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਵਿਦ ਆਰ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਆਫਟਰ ਦਿਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕੀਪ ਔਨ ਵਾਚਿੰਗ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ